Jason.
And together we are Those Vegan Guys. We are continuing on our whole food plant-based journey this week, aren't we?
We are.
Today is Monday and I'm getting ready to make lentil shepherd's pie or lentil gardener's pie. John, our friend John from Germany, called it gardener's pie.
Gardener's pie.
I think I prefer that actually.
Yeah, I like
lentils
that.
And potatoes. So, lentil gardener's pie. Cheers, John. So let's show you how we start. This is the day before, getting prepped for tomorrow. Now, these are the lentils I'm using. I'm actually using the brown ones, but I just wanted to show you that I get these packets of lentils from Sainsbury's for £2.25. And they are they a kilogram, Jason? Yeah, one kilogram.
1 kilogram.
And this is 350 grams. Now, I'm only using 350 grams because I'm finishing off a bag, but this is the Fulworth shepherd's pie, so I must have used less in all the other ones. But I would say about 250 grams. And basically what we do is we get them in the bowl. Excuse me for a second, I'm still here. Hi. Cover them with water and leave them for 24 hours. It's 2:30 Monday afternoon. See you tomorrow. Hello, so if you are using the brown lentils as we showed you that we're getting from Sainsbury's, then you will have now soaked them for 24 hours like we have. I'm going to put one, this is Sainsbury's own vegetable stock cube and they are clearly marked vegan. So I'm just going to put one stock cube in a pan with a load of boiling water. And here are my drained and soaked brown lentils. As I told you in the previous scene, I've done 350 grams for this portion, but I'll only use about 250 grams of cooked lentils in the actual gardener's pie. The other 100 grams will just be for me to snack on. We're going to cook these for about 20 to 25 minutes and then it will be the next stage. So in this pan here I've got about 4 small to medium carrots. I've julienned them with the mandolin, but you can grate them if you want. And I've got 1 large white chopped onion, and all I'm doing is taking bits of juice from the lentils at the back there and steam frying this. And when these have all softened through, I will add approximately 2/3 of those lentils, so about 250 grams. And at the back here I've got boiling potatoes and sweet potato. The ratio is about 4, imagine all your potatoes were the same size, 4 white potatoes, 2 sweet potatoes. And now our lentils have been cooking for about 30 minutes. I can drain them and add some of them to this pan with the carrot and onion. The really good thing about steam frying is if you look in the pan here now, these have all softened through, but there's no oil in there at all. And so straight in there with our lentils. And then basically some water from the kettle. I'll get a bit more. We'll be back when we've boiled some water. I've done exactly what I did last week, which is I've added the lentils I said I was going to put aside into there, because I've decided, same as I did last week, I'll have them as a snack with these flavours because it's lovely. These two, Maggi liquid seasoning and Bisto Best caramelised onion gravy powder. in my opinion, are the only two things you need for this. So we've got all our brown lentils in there. I think this would work with green lentils as well. You want a really good shake of the Maggi seasoning. It's got a very good beefy umami taste. And our thickening and also flavouring agent is the caramelised onion gravy powder. That Bisto. And then just a little bit of boiling water just to get that gravy dissolved, if you like. Immediately smells fantastic. And that's it, guys. You leave that now to cook for a while until it thickens up nice. Take some aside if you want, and we'll show you the layering when we get to that point. But the potatoes are done, ready to get mashed and put on top. Don't forget 4:2 ratio if you're using 6 potatoes. And this is basically brown lentils, carrots and onion boiled with a stock cube, the lentils, and then Maggi seasoning and Bisto Best caramelised onion gravy powder. That's it, and it tastes delicious. Okay, we're all ready. The lentils, carrot and onion is done. It's really lovely, actually. Thick consistency, but still nice and moist. And that's what you want. So I've got this Pyrex dish. I wouldn't know what size it is, but it's that deep and that big. And that does me and Jason dinner and lunch one day each, and a portion for my mum. So we literally get most of this in here. Just leave a little bit for one of my snacks at some point. There we go. Nice and deep. Over half at least. And then we've mashed our white potato and sweet potato with salt and pepper, a little bit of Flora Light and some cocoa milk. And I always do it the same way. I always do the four corners. It's all about weight distribution, because you don't want things pushing up. The four corners, the middle, and then fill the gaps in whatever way you want. This is such a, honestly, delightful whole food plant-based meal. Very simple, very tasty. Can you class it as whole food plant-based if it's got the Maggi seasoning in and the gravy powder? I mean, they're like flavour enhancing ingredients, aren't they, really, rather than like, you know, actual ingredients. So I'm still going to class it as whole food plant-based. And then if you're really clever, which I know you all are, what you do is you just grab a fork, make sure it's all even first, and then usually what I do is I go around in a square and then inside that square, just to get some nice ridges on that mash, so that we've got a really nice crispy top. Cook's privilege. Same with those edges. And that's it, ready for the oven. Get it in the oven at 200. Keep your eye on it. Probably about between 20 and 30 minutes until some of those ridges have got really dark, crispy bits. So we'll show you that when it's finished. And that's it. Whole food, plant-based lentil gardener's pie. And there we go, after 30 minutes in the oven at 200, which would be around 370 American gas mark, 5-6. It's pretty much perfect. Nice crispy top. And I'm going to cut this now into 5 portions. One each for me and Jason for tea, plate up, one for my mum, take down later, she'll have it tomorrow, and then we've got lunch for tomorrow as well. So we'll show you it plated up, and that will be it. It's as simple as that. Gardener's pie. And you could do whatever you wanted with that bottom, you know, you could add tomato puree, curry spices, pretty much anything. Same with the top, doesn't have to be potato and sweet potato, could be potato and carrot, sweet potato and carrot, whatever you fancy. Gardener's pie. It's whole food, plant-based, don't you know? So here we've got my portion, Jason's portion, and portion for mum, which I'll be taking down later and she can microwave tomorrow. And we've got this left for our lunch tomorrow. So it is a really, really good pie, and it does some really good portions. You saw us tasting it last week, so you don't need to see us tasting it. We'll just close on a shot of that, shall we, Jason?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll see you all again soon. And until then, please be excellent to yourselves and each other.